Good morning, everybody. My name is George. Today I'm going to tell you the story about the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Dorothy and her dog named Toto. They were visiting their aunt and uncle's farm. One day they had to face a storm. It was called a cyclone. So Dorothy called her dog, Toto, hurry. When she got her dog, she ran into the house and the cyclone whipped the house and it began to soar into the sky. And it landed on a strange land. It was called Munchkin. And then Glinda came and said, "Thank you for killing the wicked witch from the east." Then Dorothy said, "I didn't kill anybody." So Glinda took her to the back of the house and she saw the wicked witch was smashed under the house. He wanted a brain so he can think for himself. So Dorothy said, "Come with me and follow the yellow brick road." As they did, they met a tin man that was made out of tin. He was chopping down trees. He said, "Chop down that tree and make a bridge." So the Tin Man chopped down the tree and made a bridge. The lion said, "Wait here and I'll check to see it's okay." So he checked and he said, "It's okay to cross." So they all crossed the bridge and made it safely. And then the people gave them green glasses to wear and meet the wizard. Then Dorothy asked, "Can you fulfill our wishes? Can Scarecrow get a brain and the Tin Man a heart and the lion courage and bravery?" He said, "I will, but first you have to kill the wicked witch from the west." So they all grabbed their stuff and went to kill the witch. When they were there, the witch sent a whole army of flying monkeys to capture them. She said, "Bring me that girl and put the others into the dungeon." As they did, the witch and Dorothy started to have a fight. And then the witch bit her and she pulled one slipper out of her leg and Dorothy didn't know what to do. So she saw a pail of water and poured it on the witch. And then the witch began to melt slowly until she disappeared. And then when Toto found the curtain, he pulled the curtain down and they saw a little man that was sitting on a stool. And then Dorothy said, "Who are you?" He said, "I am the wizard." Then Dorothy said, "Why didn't you grant our wishes?" He said, "I will grant your wishes today since you have killed the wicked witch from the west." And then Dorothy sat there and said, "How am I ever gonna get home?" Then Glinda came and said, "Fulfill your wish and you'll be back home to Kansas." She said, "Just tap your heels 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home." As she did, she was home to Kansas. Then her aunt and uncle was so happy to see her, and Dorothy and Toto was happy to see them. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is September and today I would like to tell you the story of the hare and the tortoise. Once upon a time, there was a hare who always boasted to other animals that he could run the fastest. One day, he met the tortoise who was walking very slowly. He laughed at the tortoise. What a pity! You are so clumsy." This made the tortoise very angry. The tortoise said, "I dare you to race me." The hare believed that he would win, so he accepted the challenge. On the competition day, when the fox gave the signal, the hare darted up outside, and the tortoise was far behind, walking very slowly. In the middle of the race, when the hare stopped and turned back, but he didn't see the tortoise, he thought that he was far ahead. So he rested under the big tree and fell asleep. When the tortoise reached the finish line, all the animals were very excited and cheered. When the hare woke up, he ran as fast as he could, but it was too late because the tortoise had already finished and the hare had to admit his defeat. The moral of this story is perseverance wins the race. Thank you.
My name is Johnson, and I want to tell you a story. It's the gingerbread man. Long ago, there were a little old man and a little old man who lived in a little house. Every day, a little old woman was very fond of making a special treat cookie. She looked in her recipe book how to bake a gingerbread man. She decided to make one. She prepared to put the gingerbread man in the oven. And now a few seconds, she heard the voice from the oven. "Please let me out. Please let me out," she said to herself. Who would be in my oven? So she opened the oven door. And now a few seconds, the gingerbread man just jumped and ran as fast as he could. Both of them shouted, "Stop, little gingerbread man, we must eat you." So the gingerbread man just kept running and running. In a few minutes, he met a cow, and the cow said, You look delicious, I must eat you." But he didn't give a head, he kept running. Not so far, he met a horse, and the horse said, "Today I'm really hungry, I must eat you." So he kept running. He looked at the bag, but he didn't see all of them. He made sure all of them could not eat him, so he ran into the forest. When he ran into the forest, he met a fox. In a few seconds, the fox said, "It's too heavy for my bag. Can you jump onto my nose?" "Why not?" said a little gingerbread man. "I believe and trust in you." So he jumped onto the fox's nose. The fox said, "If you reach there, you will be safe." When the gingerbread man reached there, he just threw him up through the air and gobbled him in no time. The moral of this story is, be careful who you trust. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Gemmy, and today I want to tell you a story. It is a salt trader and a donkey. Once upon a time, a salt trader loaded the back of his donkey with salt to trade in other towns. While he was crossing a stream, the donkey stumbled down. Almost half of the salt on his back melted in water. The donkey tried painfully to stand up, but he was surprised to find that the load was much lighter. He smiled gladly. "Ha ha! Just put the load into the water, it becomes lighter. I'll carry heavy loads no more." Several times later, the donkey pretended to stumble in the middle of the stream. This time, a salt trader knew his game, so he planned to teach him a lesson. The next morning, a salt trader crammed his bag with capons. The donkey pretended to stumble in the middle of the stream, as always. When he stood up, the donkey was exhausted. The moral of this story is, fight fire with fire, tricky people get bad in return.